The law of inspired action, the fifth law of the universe explained. This is the fifth video in a series explaining the 12 universal laws for beginners. If you haven't seen the first 4, make sure to watch them for a better understanding. What exactly is an inspired action? And why must you take inspired action if you want to manifest your dreams with the law of attraction? Taking inspired action is critical for your manifestation success. No doubt about it. Because the law of attraction is not a woo-woo formula that just magically transforms your dreams into reality. The law of attraction is based on a goal-setting and goal-achieving process that is reinforced by reprogramming your subconscious mind. And without taking action, not much will happen. So, your inspired action is the key to manifesting your desires, and should be your top priority if you want to attract your dream life. But in this video, you will not only learn what inspired action is and how to identify it, but also how to activate it consciously. This is a skill you really should master when you want to manifest your wildest dreams. But let's first answer the question, what is inspired action? An inspired action is when you do something because you feel a strong inner urge to do it, like having a gut feeling. But it's not just a small action step, it really is a quantum leap towards your dream. This type of action is definitely one of the most critical steps in the law of attraction manifestation process, and is usually the first big step forward. It's about doing something that brings you one big step closer to your goal, and doing it with strong emotion, knowing that this is the right thing to do right now. The great thing about such an action step is that it usually attracts the next steps and directs you further in the right direction. Maybe you've already heard that when you want to manifest something, you should pay attention to the signs of the universe. And then, you simply have a strong feeling or desire to do something. Often, you can't even explain where the feeling comes from, why you got it, and what it should bring you. Then you either give in or ignore it. You could also call it intuition, or to have a creative idea or epiphany, and you are then taking action on it. It is exactly this feeling that triggers inspired action if you decide to follow it, but that's the step you have to take. I know many law of attraction gurus out there tell you that the how is not your job when manifesting. It's also what the law of attraction book, The Secret, teaches, but I don't quite agree. Because the how of the next step is your responsibility. You don't have to know 100% what to do and have planned it out in every single detail, but being able to recognize the signs and knowing when and how to react is not an easy task. So the how becomes your job, fortunately, one you can learn and train. I read somewhere the other day that inspired action works without a plan. That is something you don't think about in advance. Most of the time, inspired action is something you do out of a positive feeling. You just want to do it. You have this inner urge, and it feels totally awesome. The problem is, it's not always like this, and it also depends a lot on your abundance blocks. Your inspired action is something that should happen intuitively, something where you should act quickly, and, in my opinion, even something that you can and should consciously trigger. As a result, it is critical that you learn more about the how and when you must take inspired action. Why is inspired action so important for manifestation success? As I already mentioned at the beginning of this video, the law of attraction is not magic. You can't just shout abracadabra, and your desire suddenly falls from the sky. It also doesn't help to visualize your goals the whole day, stick your goals on a vision board, or use any other law of attraction tools like hypnosis, affirmations, or even the 555 manifestation technique if you don't take inspired action. This is not the kind of action that really counts. These law of attraction tools are, but they are only a way to support the manifestation process. Manifesting is a goal-setting and goal-achieving process that works on the law of attraction. It is based on the fact that you can program your subconscious mind to accept and believe a new reality, a reality created by you. The subconscious cannot tell whether something is true or false, and will accept this new reality as true and make every effort to bring you there. Your subconscious loves it when things are in balance and everything is in the right place. And it's actually very good at its job, but you need to support and guide it. If you believe that your dream will come true, you'll begin to live as if these goals have already been accomplished. Act as if, and this acting as if will signal to your subconscious mind that this is the place where you belong, and then the magic happens. Okay, it's not really magic, but sometimes magical things can happen when you activate the law of attraction. But it is important to understand that in the end, only your actions count, your inspired action. Your subconscious mind, or call it the universe, will give you signs, attract ideas, and bring people and possibilities into your life. You will have inspiration, dreams, epiphanies, or anything that could inspire the right action. But in the end, you have to act. Without your action, all these signs are useless. What is the difference between inspired action and action? Simply put, the difference between inspired action and regular action is that inspired action, it happens out of a gut feeling, so to speak, an inner urge that makes you do something. This is usually positive, but doesn't have to be. A step that moves you closer to your goal and frequently leads to the next critical step. Many people have the problem that they don't think enough about their actions. Often we just do something because then we are busy, or at least we look busy. That's why so many people in the evenings, even after a hard day at work, often feel that they haven't really achieved anything, and the frustration is big. In today's society, we are driven to live in a kind of hustle mode. Being busy is the new chic. If you can't be reached 24/7, you are either a loser or just lazy. We do so much, day after day, but most of our actions are meaningless. We think too little before we act and act not out of true inspiration. We act because we should. We act because others do it. We act because we feel guilty. And sometimes we even act because we really believe that something is right for us. But most often, our actions are not inspired actions. Inspired action often comes with an incredible feeling of joy and positivity. You just somehow know that's the right thing to do. But inspired action can also make you feel scared. It can force you to leave your comfort zone, which is never an easy step. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.